So there was a very interesting Reddit post about the progress of the Trackmania car, how it came to the Trackmania 2020 car, and it's a video made by Splob's Station. And they write, ever since I started playing Trackmania 2020, I've always liked the aesthetic of the game's main vehicle, the stadium car. I'd regularly end up on the main menu looking at the moving car image and wonder who made that? Who designed such a sick looking car? A massive thank you to Frederick for sharing details about his work. Also, I don't usually make videos like this, so apologize if it's not edited perfectly. Thank you for watching. So let's have a look at this cool video that has been created right here. Let's have a look.
In a world of infinite tracks and impossible speeds, one car has ruled Trackmania for 2 decades. The Stadium car. Born in 2006 and remastered in 2020, its design isn't just pixels, it's gaming legacy. The Stadium car is Trackmania's iconic heart, a Formula 1 inspired machine with a visible driver, precise physics and drift mechanics that reward mastery. Its design prioritizes feel over realism, evolving visually while preserving core handling across 20 plus years. But who created the current version of the Stadium car? What influenced its design? And what were the challenges and constraints for recreating such an iconic vehicle?
I am so used to the Trackmania 2020 car, I don't even like think about the old car anymore.
From Nadeo Studios to millions of player records, discover its history, evolution, and why the 2020 version perfected the legend.
Welcome to the friendly players and the most skilled competitors of the world. Discover
We
the
watched this
creativity and exchange
a couple
of
days ago.
people around the globe. In this stadium, get into Trackmania, nation's electronic sport World Cup.
Trackmania is an arcade racing game defined by its robust track editor, allowing players to build insane rollercoaster tracks with loops, jumps, and unique blocks. In 2006, with the release of Trackmania Nations ESWC, came the introduction of the stadium environment's default car. It had a clear F1 influence with a low stance, open cockpit, and a visible driver, a unique trait among racing vehicles. Even in the earliest versions of the car, the F1 framework was clearly apparent. With the release of TM Nations and United Forever, the game exploded in popularity with over 10 million downloads. The stadium car quickly became a fan favorite.
I mean, there must be more downloads now, right, than 10 million? Actually, 10 million is a lot, actually. What could the number be right now for 2020?
Across all the games, the stadium car was known for fast acceleration, super quick handling, and drifts actually being able to gain your speed. The core of the stadium car's physics are ground gripping traction, exceptional braking, and reality-defying speed. 2013.
Wait, was that my world record? Wait, it's my world record! This is the last This is the Riolo map that I destroyed him on. This is my world record. Yo, I made it!
Exceptional braking and reality-defying speed. 2013 saw some minor tweaks introduced, like a new, more immersive engine sound. Meanwhile, the actual in-game model remained largely the same. Trackmania Turbo arrived in 2016 and the stadium car had a radical shift. A complete visual overhaul with an off-road feel.
This Lagoon car is crazy nice. So much nicer than the Trackmania 2 Lagoon car. Like, by a long shot.
Design. This bulkier, more rugged remake was the first major model change in 10 years. It came with a new 8-speed gearbox and allowed for the...
But I don't like the stadium car, though. Yeah, I didn't like this stadium version.
origin of stunt modes and
it's still really cool, but
2020 arrives with a complete remake of the stadium car, faithful to the OG physics but with fully redesigned visuals. A sleek but aggressive track car with amazing details and new deployable wing, cockpit and air brakes. This modern version introduced a much higher level of detail due to modern shaders and a remastered 4K model. The design philosophy was clear: preserve the soul of the car for pro players and maintain the visuals for accessibility. This new iteration had to remain true to the original. Meet Frederick Lassellier. Frederick is the artist responsible for the design of the latest and greatest version of the Trackmania Stadium car, an amazing car designer with a portfolio of concepts from Mercedes to Bugatti. He was the one tasked with reimagining one of the most iconic cars in gaming, a beloved vehicle with an army of devoted fans. How do you recreate a vehicle so ingrained in the fabric of the franchise and still remain faithful to the original? I've always been interested in the origin of the stadium car, so I gave Frederick a DM on Instagram. I mentioned some of the images on his profile, and he was kind enough to send me a link to some of the preliminary renders and shots of the car I'd never seen before. He revealed details of the design, influences on the aesthetic, and the importance of some of the key elements of the car.
Oh, that's really
Frederick was
cool.
approached by Nadeo as they needed a car designer for their latest version of the game, he explained. At the beginning, the goal was just to improve the design of the previous car by 20%, but when Nadeo said they wanted to do a new game, a 2.0, we had to do a complete new car with some heritage from the past. Frederick reinforced that the proportions of the car had to remain the same in this updated version. As you can see, the first render of the car was a much more basic.
Ooh. Interesting. Look at the cockpit. It's like yeah, it's like the Trackmania car was on a bulking season. It's like one piece.
Machine with a much less pronounced side profile. A clearly slimmer design with a separated cockpit panel that flows through into the rear of the car.
I like the cockpit though.
The second version included bigger vents, a more independent...
Damn, look at the wing. It's like completely separated from like the... Oh, damn.
rear chassis and an elongated tail section, still featuring a higher frame profile around the driver, a detail that was cut from this third version. It now has a fixed wing at the rear with lower protruding air intakes. The front section behind the wheels now also has a much bigger space around.
Damn, the attached spoiler, instead of it like moving, it's kind of cool. But the front is very similar to what we have now, I think.
The lower part of the chassis, a detail I've always loved about the car myself. Two more designs were included, with one that had the rear wing removed completely, and another with visibly larger side skirts and a giant aero section behind the front wheels. After all those alterations, this was the final sketch that was presented to the CEO of Ubisoft. An exceptional looking vehicle already with some noticeably different features to the final in-game design. The side vents have a small angular insert with the wheels still having the traditional centre-lock racing caps. The sharp-eyed among you may have noticed that the final sketch doesn't include either the air brakes nor the deployable rear wing. A little known fact about the influences for those designs is down to a concept car called the Dodge SRT Tomahawk. At the beginning of the convo, I asked Frederick if anything about the car was challenging. He mentioned, and also one time the boss of Nadeo came and said that he saw a concept car. I think it was the SRT Tomahawk, and said that he wanted moving parts on the car. It was not complex, but because we were at the end of the 3D, I had to discuss with my manager where to put these moving parts. The Tomahawk is a futuristic concept vehicle designed for the game Gran Turismo. It was envisioned as a supercar from the year 2035.
Oh, damn. That's why we have... Look at these pads. This is literally what we have on the stadium car. If you brake, you know, the things go up. Not to this extreme extent, but...
with the additional S and X models releasing in a later update. The car features active aerodynamic panels and rear wing. It also has a roof that lifts away completely from the car, revealing a single-seater cockpit for the driver. This is one aspect of the car I actually hadn't noticed and I'd never seen before. It blew me away seeing the cockpit spring forward from the body of the car, and absolutely...
I've actually never seen this happen in-game, by the way. I've only ever seen this in video and renders, but never, like... in game. This has never happened, I think.
Detail, in my opinion.
The
sketch phase complete and many of the final changes made, Frederick set to work on the final phase of producing finely detailed, high-resolution 3D models for the concept. Some of these renders show the car in detail that I've never seen before and really highlight the care and attention that went into the smallest details of the digital design. The complex framework of the front suspension is seen in stunning detail, linkage components, and the bolts used...
Dude, if you look at this high-quality imagery... you just don't see that in game at all. This is like, you can see the bolts, you can see the fiberglass. Like, that is so insane.
To hold them in place. Wires and accents on a manifold that I never even noticed before.
Look,
the newly added aerodynamic panels on the front and rear of the car, and once again the cool cockpit mechanism that resembles that of a fighter jet. Here you can see that the brake lights actually stretch down the rear section of the bodywork, a detail that is
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, look at the cuts.
Usually hidden by the rear wing at low speeds. I also really like that you can now see the mechanism involved with the venting system and the aero panels that expand away from the body of the car. Another small detail I love about these images is the addition of the chalk marks indicating the orientation of the tyres on the car. FRS for front right side, RRS for rear right side. A big thing you may have also noticed is that these renders now include a much more complex wheel arrangement and centre hub system. This was due to the new reactor blocks that were added into the 2020 version of Trackmania. Reactor blocks are special booster effects that apply a powerful vertical force to your car, altering its gravity and trajectory. The specific effect depends on how the car...
Oh, this map was terrible. This was the first Trackmania 2020 trial map made by Simo, and it featured only reactor I don't even know if this map is still possible to finish right now. But I remember playing this, and it took me like a couple hours to finish. Holy moly.
Interacts with the block. This was another hurdle in the design
I remember this map as well.
He told me, for what was challenging, they asked for anti-gravity in the wheels. So it was not complex, but I had to find an idea to resolve their constraint. The updated version now includes a glowing central ring that rotates freely from the wheels of the car. This allows for the flame effect to be angled in the correct direction, relative to the steering of the driver. These are genuinely some of the best images I've ever seen of the car to date. Being able to see all the moving parts and aero panels was really cool, and seeing the influence of the Tomahawk was a hidden detail I never expected. The new version of the stadium car clearly went through a lot of stages of development.
Yeah.
And it's cool to be able to see the inside of that process and some of the challenges that went along with it. I would also like to highlight that the whole project of designing the car took around a month for Frederick's design process and many more months for the team over at Nadeo. This was clearly a massive effort by more than one person to achieve what you now see in the game. The stadium car really has had a profound effect on the game and the way that people play it today. The Trackmania esports scene is as big as ever, with events like Red Bull Faster, the World Cup, and the upcoming Trackmania Games. A quote from Frederick read, "Seeing pros world record it 20 years later is a dream come true." From its first introduction to being refined into the racing machine that you see in game today,
what a good video.
The stadium car has come to define a franchise. I've only been playing for a couple of years myself, and I can already see why Trackmania has so many avid players and a legion of devoted record hunters. What could we see in the future with the stadium car? Will we get an even more futuristic looking design? Something akin to the later versions of the Tomahawk? I'm excited to see what's coming for Trackmania in the years ahead. I just want to say thank you to Frederick for being so open about his work and linking me all of the cool images, animations and renders in this video. I'm a massive fan of the cars in general, and being able to have this kind of insight into the car we all race with every day was very cool indeed. Thank you for watching.
Damn. Dude, that was so... These images are crazy, by the way. Like, if you have, like, super high renders of the Trackmania car, like, look at it. Look at all the detail that you don't really see when you're driving at all. What a good video. Yo, I'm subscribing to this channel. That was a really nice video. Give it a like, guys. That was really nice. Very well put together. There's more images right here. Let me have a look here. Oh, this is from Frederick. Oh. Okay, this is where all the sketches come from. That we pretty much just saw in the video. Oh, damn. It's like a full detailed explanation on what happened. Jesus Christ. Dude, these renders are nuts. What the? They look so nice. I wish my car looked like that in-game. Damn. God, I like that this thing goes open. I didn't know about that. But yeah, here we have those little moving thingies. The spoiler goes up. Wow. Yeah, that's really cool. So many images. Holy. I actually never seen this. I really like the stadium car that we have now, by the way. Like, I'm a fan of it. Damn. Look at the detail. Like, it's pushing out and then it fits like perfectly flush back again. It's nice. Key art. Animations. Damn. For the last part of it, I like to show the car looks in game. Okay. I mean, we've all seen these images. Awesome pictures made by many players. Pack. Waypoint. Okay. Shorts. Thank you for watching. What a cool little segment. Yeah, that was amazing. Yeah, give it a like, guys. That was like really, really cool. What the hell? What a nice video.